As you choose a place to live life to its fullest and work in an environment where your talents are utilized and appreciated, consider all that the City of Rochester and Rochester City Schools have to offer. Rochester, the third largest city in New York State, has been nationally recognized as a desirable city to live in. The city boasts a wealth of resources for educators and their families, excellent schools, a wide array of desirable and affordable housing options, and the beautiful natural resources of Lake Ontario and the Finger Lake region. Rochester is home to a number of international businesses, including Kodak, Bausch & Lomb, and Xerox, which have strongly contributed to the city's ever-growing diversity. The community has a rich historical and cultural presence, which is proudly on display throughout the city's museums, galleries, theaters, and through their cultural events. In addition to being a desirable place to live, the city is also a desirable place to work. And for those in the teaching profession, the Rochester City School District is a perfect fit for those looking to make an impact on our community. The district is seeking vibrant, energetic, and motivated people to become members of our school district and community. We offer many enticing incentives for teachers in the Rochester City School District, including nationally competitive salaries, comprehensive benefits packages, which include 85% contribution from the district to dental and medical coverage, partial payment of teacher contributions to the New York State Teachers Retirement System, salary credit for previous teaching experience, related vocational education experience, Peace Corps service, or up to 2 years of active military service, recruitment stipends for teachers hired in shortage areas, and full-time tuition reimbursement for a master's degree at the State University of New York rate. But more than just offering incentives, the Rochester City School District offers teachers a chance to make a difference in the lives of all students and work side by side with highly qualified and highly motivated colleagues. During the first year of teaching, each new teacher is enrolled in Career in Teaching, a mentoring and training program that pairs each new teacher with a senior colleague to make sure they transition to their new position seamlessly. With the help of seasoned Rochester City School District colleagues, each new teacher in the district will become part of a large family of dedicated and talented teaching professionals. Our students are eager to learn, and we're eager to find the right teacher to make a difference in our classrooms and in the lives of our students. So take a look at what some of Rochester teachers have to say about their experiences in the City School District and the City of Rochester, and find out more about what we have to offer.
I wanted to work in an urban district because I grew up in an urban environment and my future was molded by someone who impacted me in the city. And so as an adult right now, I wanted to give that opportunity to a child growing up in a city.
As I grew up through elementary, middle school, and high school, kind of a lot of things that happened, those positive things that happened with my interaction with teachers as well as coaches, motivated me to become an educator and work with young individuals.
I grew up in a suburb, and I pretty much knew what that like and knew that it could have been better. So then I took an opportunity to go teach for a summer in Brooklyn Heights, and I taught there, and I realized I loved the pace of the city. I loved the people that I worked with, and that every student that I worked with was from a different background, came from a different experience, more so than one background of like a farming community or in the suburbs.
I wanted to come to Rochester City School District because I'm from Rochester and wanted to contribute to the success of some young individuals in my own community.
I chose to work for an urban district because one, I went to Rochester City School District. I attended the schools when I was younger. And two, because I like working with students in the inner city. I enjoy their experiences. I can relate to a lot of their experiences that they have in the household.
I chose to teach in an urban setting because my parents, I come from a long line of teachers, and they recruited me actually. And they were telling me that to come in their classroom and visit their classroom and see what's going on, and I could bring in my talents as a teenager. I would come in and do dancing lessons with them or art or music lessons with them because that's something I was good at. And then eventually it grew into camp counseling, and then I was encouraged in college to become a teacher. And since that setting was always the more natural setting that I was in, that's the setting I chose.
I felt very supported when I came into the City School District. At my school, my colleagues were very supportive. If I needed help with anything or if I did not understand something about the curriculum or something about the way things were done, procedures in the building, they were really open to helping me understand those procedures. And if I had to go back more than one time to ask them, even if it was the same question, they were always willing to help me. As well as administrators in the building, they were very welcoming and very supportive.
I think it was a pretty easy transition. Right away I got set up with a mentor, so that was a wonderful experience. You know, it was great to hear from someone that wasn't also the new kid on the block, here's what I'm doing and it's not working, or here's what I did and it worked. But to hear from a veteran who has been in the city several years, so that they could share with you just, you know, here's how to take attendance, here's the really basic things that as a teacher they definitely don't, you know, show you in college.
I created a small group of individuals that were able to support me in the things that I did. The building that I started out in was very supportive, school number 39. Working with those teachers as well as the staff, as well as the principal administration within that building.
My first year teaching was excellent. I had, like I said, I came from a line of teachers, so many of the teachers I knew, some of them were in my buildings, and one was right next door, so I had that support of a seasoned teacher.
Probably the experiences that kept me most motivated were when my kids come back to me 2-3 years from now and tell me that I did impact their life in a positive way with some of the things that I might have said or did to them.
To see a kid that finally has the aha moment where they realize that, you know, people have been saying I could do this, but they actually do it and start to believe in that. So in being here for the past 5 years, I still keep in touch with students from my first year, and you can see them grow, and now they're graduating, so it's been really very wonderful to see them go through, you know, their young adulthood to adulthood and making decisions on where they want to go to college, but also growing like as an individual and as a productive human being to our society.
In an urban setting, you have such a variety of culture, you have a variety of people. It's amazing what you can learn and what you can give. And when you're learning, I believe that's when you're really achieving, and when you achieve, the students achieve.
For more information about teaching in Rochester, including an online application, please visit our website at www.rcsdk12.org.